Down here, I can see a Welton Arrows Football Club banner on the barrier on the outside of the start-finish straight here. So plenty of support for Rocky Riders, it would seem, from a youth football club. Who would have thought it?
Why not? Absolutely. Somebody's going to look for them. Brilliant stuff.
Red lights are on, and away we go there. Mindy Storr-Pierce makes a good start on that number 55 Honda. He will lead them as they go in towards Coppice. And I'll tell you what, you can see a bit of a dry line. The sun's starting to come out, so I think it's going to be a little bit different in around about half an hour's time, as you said.
Yeah, I think if anybody's out there on wet weather tyres, they're going to be going backwards at a great rate of knots. This is very much a dry track. If I was on a set of wet weather tyres, I think I would have actually parked it rather than destroy a couple of hundred quid worth of tyres for the sake of a few points, because that's all you're going to pick up on wet weather tyres at the moment is a handful of points. I think they're all on dries, looking at the sheer pace of them going up the straight here, because the thousands are relatively all close together as they disappear out of my sight. Here come the 600s. Same will apply again. A couple of familiar looking colours there, side-by-side action down the way straight there as well. And again, I hope everybody is on dry weather tyres, because that is definitely the way forward. Looks like we've got a bit of a challenge there. I think it might be Tommy Jones going up the inside of Clevin Clinkscales there into Mansfield. Might have the colours wrong there, but whoever that is on the orange bike, they're getting beaten up actually. Somebody else goes past at the chicane as well. Is there somebody in the bottom of the mountain? Maybe, no, not quite. I do wonder that there is a bit of somebody's gone for a gamble with the front, maybe a front wet and a dry slick, but that wouldn't be the way to go. Pick up the 600s then to Mansfield, and again, an interesting variety of lines, whether that be deliberate, whether they're overtaking. And whoever that is in about fourth place, I think, third place they are now. They made up a couple of places there as well, so going into the chicane, so somebody's clearly got their sprint shoes on.
Tell you what, kids, got the thousands coming towards me now, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all across the line, and they are separated by 0.7 of a second there. So Kevin Clinkscales is up into second place. Mindy Storr-Pierce is the man leading across the line, and I'll tell you how close it is. It's 0.7 across the top 5, and the gap between first and second is 0.4.
That's actually quite. So what's the lap time did they do on the opening lap there, mate?
52.9 for Mindy Storr-Pierce.
Okay, that's very slow, and I say that because I'm sure I remember yesterday we saw a 1:41 from Mindy on the opening lap. So that's a long, long way from where they were yesterday in relative terms, which could explain maybe they're all on the wrong tyres or something like that. But that seems like a very cautious lap. Obviously, we don't know what it's like under the trees. We do know it's probably damp. What about the 600s? What was their standing lap time there? That doesn't really give us much of a gap.
So it would be difficult to tell. I can only tell you the third sectors, but Mindy Storr-Pierce's second sector, was a 46.8, and then the 24 of Bayliss was a 43.9.
Okay, so quite a bit of a difference there. Right, we'll let it settle down there. But yeah, you're right, that band gaggle of 5 at the thousands is very close indeed. This is what we like to see from the rookies every single time, a real not knowing who's going to win, because certainly yesterday it was definitely going to be Mindy Storr-Pierce or Tommy Jones, but I think they won one each at the end of the day yesterday. But Mindy did pick up a 10-second jump start penalty, though. To be fair to Mindy, he did make it a worthwhile 10 seconds, didn't he? He did jump it properly, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a good job of it, that's without a doubt.
Well, if you're going to do it, you might as well just keep it nailed. The thing with the jump start penalty is an arbitrary figure, actually. It's one of those things the clerk of the course has the power to impose whatever penalty they like. And I have seen them give 5-second penalties in the past. But if you're going to get a 10-second penalty, you might as well make it count and just try and overcome it. Mindy came within 1.9 seconds of overcoming that penalty to almost take the win yesterday. So good effort from him, but he's over the line there along with everybody else. What was the order that time round, mate?
Order that time round, Storr-Pierce from Jones by a 0.4 of a second. Then it's Ketteringham, Bull, Clinkscales dropped 3 positions on that lap, but the lap times are coming in now for the 600s. Now, to put it into perspective, the quickest of the thousands was Tommy Jones with a 1 minute 46.061. And the quickest of the 600s is a 1:44.689.
That's interesting. maybe the 1000s are on the wrong tyres and the 600s are on the right tyres or something, because those 1000s are a long way from where they were yesterday. We saw a 35-second lap, and it's all so close between the top 5 of them as they come down through the gooseneck there. This is leading Jones, or maybe that's Jones in third there. A little bit hard to tell because of the yellow vest that the 1000cc machines wear. But what might be interesting is we might see some of the...
Yes, Tommy Jones leading the way.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Tommy is out in front. We can see the big bright pink 15 on that 5 lane ahead of Mindy Store Pierstis. That looks like Ketteringham could be up next ahead of Clinkscales and Bull. So Clinkscales, who dropped 3 positions on that previous lap, he's made up 1 now on the 107 of Ryan Bull.
Now, we did see the quick 600s get in with the 1000s quite quickly yesterday. Again, yes, 6 laps of the race distance yesterday. Jamie Bayliss finished as high as 6th place yesterday in the first race, so he's clearly able to mix it with the theoretically faster machines, but of course around the twists and turns of Cadwell Park, I think there's only about a second or so separating the lap record. I think we're going to see the lap records today, certainly not the way the tyres are at the moment.
Mindy Store Pierstis has come across the line in 3rd place there, Keith. A 1 minute 46.0, and out of the leading 5, he is the slowest there by around about a second or so, because just in 5th position there was the 107 of Ryan Bull. He did a 45 flat. So we need to keep an eye on Mindy Store Pierstis there, because Clinkscales and Bull are seemingly quicker at this stage.
Yeah, those clouds are looking heavier, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a sprinkle here in a moment. I'm very worried about Park. I'm going to keep listening to the radio because they'll hopefully give us a little bit of an insight into anything's happening up there. It's definitely got a bit darker. I imagine it's the same view, and I'm looking at my spectators. They all seem to be disappearing in, I think, here. People are reaching for the brollies. I've not got any spray on the rain on the windows.
Yeah, Keith, I'm looking at the puddles on the balcony here, and I can see a few drops are coming down, and it is a very slightly, only a few drops at the moment as well. So the leading 3 in the rookie 1000s are coming towards me now. 15, Tommy Jones, 55, Mindy Store Pierstis, and the 397 of Kevin Clinkscales, and that is a big gap back now down to Ryan Bull, and I can see that the white flag with the red cross is going out to signify that it is raining.
Yeah, and somebody there just missing the gooseneck altogether. They came on the inside of Chris Curve, came all the way, rejoined halfway down the straight there. They're lucky not to hear anybody else. One of the 600s, you'll see one of the 600s losing maybe 4 or 5 places with a very slow lap time there. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of slower lap times. How many laps into the race are we, mate?
We are now 4 laps complete. We've got 2 laps to go, and I think it could well be Ketteringham who's gone AWOL here, because he's still showing us not yet coming through the first sector. Ketteringham there, who was up into 2nd position in the rookie 1000s, as the I'm just looking out again, the puddles. Yeah, it's raining. It's looking light mist at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting. Okay, Jones and Store Pierstis have passed me in that order, and there goes the 3rd place man a long way off. So it's kind of business as usual at the front of the 1000s there with Jones and Store Pierstis.
Just a quick one there, sorry Keith. The 600s has just come past me now, and Dan Preston leads the way by less than half a tenth, and the 60 of Dean Neal is only half a second behind as well. So there's 0.6 of a second covering all podium contenders in the rookie 600s.
That's brilliant stuff. The 5 of them have just come past me, and again they all look like they've got a good lean angle on there, so it's still looking like a relatively dry track out there. It's definitely not wet weather conditions at the moment. A bit more chatter on the radio. I'll see if I can pick that up.
It's coming down heavy now, Keith.
Okay, I wonder if we're going to see a red flag, but then again, wet race conditions have been called, so it is kind of, run till the end. At the end of the day, we do worry about the rider's safety. Watching 1000s going along. Oh, somebody's down there coming into the gooseneck. That's one of the 600s by the look of it. He's up and there.
Yes.
I'll get the number for you in a second.
Yeah, it's really coming down now, Keith. I can see that hoods are going up, Brodleys are going up as well, and the last lap flag is now being readied, but this is full on rain now. Yeah, and
red flag has indeed gone out. That was the 109 machine crashing there of Jake Taylor. So poor old Jake joins the AWOL list. I say over here it's not too bad from what I can see, but I've got very limited vision here. So you're going to get quite a bit down there, have you, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it's from what I can see out the window there. I'll try and have a look and get a